Hello, team, and welcome to another Atta football event. Great to see you all again. We're kicking off our head-to-heads with two of the best strikers in the game right now, both based here in England. One South Central London based, one North, one Arsenal, one Man United, one UEFA Women's Champions League participant, one aiming for the qualification in the competition, and both charging ahead for the FA WSL title this season. And also both playing for the Lionesses, who are hosting the Women's Euro this summer in their home country. Let's welcome Beth Mead and Ella Toone. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hi. You all right?
Yep. Yeah, good, thank you.
Thank you.
Did you plan your matching sweatshirts?
Yeah, we messaged each other today and made sure we were matching. We're not too matchy.
You guys know each other from a while back, right? How did you guys meet?
It's not been too long, has it?
No, Tooney actually was always the year younger than me, so we always just missed each other until we got to the seniors.
Yeah, so it's
actually
not been too long.
Fun. That's cool. So let's talk about your match this weekend. It is going to be, I think, one of the best matches in the FA WSL this season, Saturday, February 5th. So just a little history of this match, too. You guys probably know, but your last 5 meetings are 3 for Arsenal and 2 wins for Man United. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. How are you guys feeling ahead of the game?
Yeah, excited. I think every game in this league is massive, and as you've seen, anyone can take points off anyone. So, yeah, we're really looking forward to the game against Arsenal, and we know it's going to be a big one, and it is every time we play each other. So, yeah, it should be a great game.
There always seems to be a good matchup when we play each other. I think we both tried to play a lot of good football, and I think obviously when we played each other a couple of weeks ago, it was quite an even matchup, and obviously United won off a set piece quite late in the game. So no, I'm excited, but I'm sure it's going to be a pretty tough game.
And looking at the table too, you've got Arsenal. You guys are sitting at the top, Beth, with 29 points now, and you guys are sitting in 3rd place right now, with Man United, aren't you, with 24 points? So it is really close, and Tottenham's just behind you with 3 points, you know, in within reach of you guys. So yeah, how are you feeling? Starting to feel a little bit of the pressure now, Gil, going into this part of the season, or does it still feel like you have the momentum and you're moving forward quite, you know, positively?
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of momentum. We've played a lot of games and we've won a lot of games on the bounce, so it's only good for us and our confidence. But like you say, the table's really tight at the minute, and I think that's the most it's ever been. But that just shows how much the women's game's growing, and that teams are competing against the teams at the top of the table and taking points from them. So yeah, we'll just take each game as it comes and keep trying to improve and keep trying to get 3 points every game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the league, I think it shows how far it's come to the point now where, yeah, it's very close. There's not just one team running away with it or a couple of teams. There's 4 or 5 teams fighting for actually top 3, which is exciting. Yeah, like Tony said, I think there's obviously been a lot of games, and at this moment in time, United have probably got a lot of momentum. You know, we did that at the start of the season, then we've probably dipped in form a little bit. So we're trying to get back to like them winning ways and that form again. But yeah, it's a crazy season. You know, we played Birmingham first game of the season this new year, and obviously got beat to the bottom of the table. So yeah, like Tooney said, I think anyone can take points off anyone. Like we as an Arsenal team prided ourselves on beating the teams lower because they were always the harder games to play. Actually, this year we've actually played well against the top teams, and the lower teams we've not played so well. So yeah, it's an interesting league, and it's an interesting to be a player in it right now.
Yeah, I bet. And it's just getting bigger and bigger, isn't it? I mean, Beth, you've scored 4 goals this season, and Ella, you've scored 5. Am I right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah? All right, a little competition, a little head-to-head action there.
I'm sure Beth's got more assists, though.
In fact,
I reckon you're doing okay with assists as well.
I'm not sure.
Beth, didn't you just break the record for most number of assists ever in the...
I equaled Kazkani's on 35, so I need one more to break it.
Nice.
Oh, Rona.
Hey! Oh, hi. What's your biggest cheerleader's name?
Rona for Corona.
Oh, oh! Did you get
Oh,
him, her, boy,
her.
girl, her? Did you get her during Rona times?
We did, yeah.
Oh my gosh, how cute!
So she's just being needy now.
She's cheering for you for the goals this weekend, I guess.
She is. She's a big Arsenal fan. She doesn't
Is
like Man
she?
United. She doesn't like Man United.
Doesn't she? That's weird.
No.
Predictions, go on. Who's gonna win?
Oh, that's always tough, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is a tough one. I do think it's going to be a close game.
Really close.
I think on the day it's going to be the quality of the forward players. Whoever finishes, the chances that they have. Tooney could disagree, but I think in the first half we probably could have scored a few goals against them, and we didn't. And then they ended up beating us 1-0. So I think it is very important on which team can take their chances.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think there's a lot of half-cut chances, and probably in a different game it might have been a bigger scoreline. But yeah, like you say, it's whatever team turns up on the day and wants it more. But I think it's going to be a really close game, and it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah. What is it like playing against each other now that you guys do know each other and you're friends and you obviously play, I know how it was playing against my friends, but how was it for you guys?
To be fair, we don't clash too much on the pitch because we're obviously like opposite ends of the field.
Yeah.
Tooney's a different person on a football pitch.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
She's a bit feisty. I'll say that.
But off the pitch,
that's being polite.
What do you mean? She's feisty on the pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that, yeah. I'm feisty on the pitch because I want to win, but I think we're all right though, aren't we? Like, we don't play up against each other that much, or we don't really go near each other on the pitch that much. So, yeah, it's always weird playing against your mates, but I suppose for 90 minutes, they're not your mates, are they?
Frenemies, enemies till the end of the game.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see what happens then.
Yeah, watch us have a big scrap on the pitch now.
Now that we've put it in your heads. So, you guys also have kind of newish coaches. Ella, you had Mark Skinner come in middle of last year, I believe it was, and Jonas is new as well. Beth, how are you guys liking the new coaches? Jonas is pretty animated there on the sidelines, isn't he, Beth?
He's such an interesting character because it's as if like he flicks a switch. Because honestly, in training, in the changing room, before, after, during the game, he's so calm. And then he literally gets, obviously, in the last game against United, there was obviously like a big bust up between him and one of the United girls. This is where Tooney became Incredible Hulk, apparently.
What happened? What did you do?
I was just sticking up for my teammate, that's all.
Oh, in what way? What did you do?
Basically, she kicked me in the face accidentally, and he didn't like it, so he was shouting at her, and she kind of just gave it back a little bit. So,
and then I ran over,
and then Ella came to the rescue with it. But yeah, Jonas is a very interesting character. Like, I do really enjoy playing under him and his style of play and how he wants us to play. But yeah, he looks a different man on the sideline sometimes.
Is that sort of like Ella, where she's feisty on the pitch?
Yeah, basically, she gets on the pitch and flicks a switch as well.
Are you super mellow off the pitch, Ella?
Yeah, I'm quite chilled and that off the pitch. Like, have banter, won't be too serious and that. But then when I step over the white line onto the pitch, then I'm a bit more serious, and I just want to win.
And what's Mark like? Mark Skinner as a coach?
No, he's quite chill, to be fair. I really get on with Mark, and he's come in. He's done a great job so far. I think it took us quite a bit to click and to understand his style of play, but I feel like we've really clicked as a team, and we know what he wants from us now. And yeah, he's been great for me personally as well. We've had a lot of one-to-one time, and
nice.
he knows what he expects of me and what I expect of him, and he'll keep pushing me to be better. So yeah, he's been great coming in, and I've really enjoyed working under him.
Oh, that's great. That's really good to hear, isn't it? That you feel like you guys can continually develop. I guess you kind of want to get that as well because you just broke into the Lionesses team and you're, looking to make a mainstay there, I guess, moving forward as well. So it's always good to have a coach that can help you stay there.
Yeah, of course, and he really believes in me as well, which is one of the main things that you want from a coach. But yeah, like you say, I've just got into the Lioness team, and I obviously want to stay there and keep playing there. So he will help me do that, and he'll keep trying to help me improve as a person and a player, so that I can achieve things that I want to achieve.
So looking at the table now, you guys have Arsenal, Chelsea's got one game behind, so they are owed a game. Man United, you guys are in third, and then we've got Tottenham in fourth place, and then Man City in fifth with 1 point behind Tottenham. Beth, how has it been for you having more of a competitive North London derby with Tottenham this year?
Yeah, no, it was exciting. It was an interesting game. Again, a game where we probably should have scored a lot more and didn't. It's been our downfall maybe a little bit recently, but no, it's always nice. Like I said, the competitiveness of the league's getting so much better, and these games then become more competitive. Um, so no, it was an exciting game to be in. Probably a nerve-wracking one for people watching who were Arsenal fans because we didn't score till the equaliser till late.
Yeah.
But no, it's great, and it was a great atmosphere on the day as well.
Nice. That's so cool. And Ella, the Man City, Man United, Manchester derby has been amazing as well. I mean, like literally probably my favorite matches to watch so far. And traditionally, you could say it was maybe Man City that had dominated that, but it's certainly changing. Manchester feels a bit more red this year. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah, I mean, those games are the games you grow up and want to be involved in. The Manchester derby, and yeah, they've been great games every time we've played. They've been really tough matches, and anyone can win. And yeah, I think the last one just showed how much we've come a long way and how much we've clicked as a team. And that was a great game. It had a sending off, it had goals, it had everything you want in a game of football. So yeah, those games are really exciting to be a part of, and yeah, hopefully we can win some more Manchester derbies.
Nice. And it's always nicer when the sending offs come from the other team, right?
Of course, yeah.
And you also won Barclays Player of the Month in December. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, finished the year on a high. Really happy that I was voted Barclays Player of the Month, and I just wanted to continue that coming into the new year. But yeah, it was a special way to top off an unbelievable year for me, and yeah, loved it.
Nice. And Beth, you've won a few of them Players of the Month as well, huh? How many have you won this season?
No, I won. Was it the September Player of the Month? So
I think so, yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
no, I think I'm the same as Tooney. I think I've come into this season and the new year, and wanting to be consistent and play good football, and try and stay in the best form that I can right now. So I think that's been important for me to be consistent throughout the season this year.
Yeah, and that is hard, isn't it? Because you guys have a lot of matches, and you as well have the Champions League, and the tournaments and the cups and all the different types of competitions. I had a quick question. What was it like playing with the US players? Was that like a highlight in the career, or is it a bit overrated? Like, are they that good? The Americans always like to pump themselves up.
I mean, I absolutely loved it. Like, Tobin was one of my favourite players growing up, so to be alongside her was unbelievable at that time in my career. And Kristen as well. They were both great on and off the pitch for young players. They were someone to look up to in the changing room and to learn off. And now Beth got Tobin in her changing room, so I'm a bit jealous.
Yeah, how's that?
Yeah, no, me and Tobin get on really well. I think I've played with Tobin and Heather O'Reilly.
Right.
She was at Arsenal as well and got on really well with her, but I'm quite an energetic person on a football pitch and in training, so I quite suit their American level sometimes. So I think that's why we get on so well. Tobin and Heyo, they were just the ultimate athletes and professionals, and yeah, they sometimes what you need in the changing room. We said recently at Brighton, she was like, "Girls, we've got another half. Like, it's fine." Whereas people would be stressing, like, whatever. She's just like, "It's another half. Let's just say it's 0-0 and go out and score some goals, whatever." And it's chilled, but it actually gives you energy. So, yeah, whatever Tobin said then obviously worked because we ended up winning 2-1. So that was great. But yeah, it's great. It's great to have them types of people in the changing room sometimes.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. And you're going to need a little bit of backup this year, Beth, because you're in the Champions League still as the only British team, actually, the only English team left, right? How is it? How's it been this year with, cancellations, postponement of matches, and then you also have Champions League and that all on your shoulders as well?
It's been tough. I think it's probably caught up to us a little bit in terms of we had so many games from September to December because we obviously with the new system we had to then go through round 1, round 2, so we had to go to Russia, play 2 games out there, then we had to come back and play another qualifying game to then get in the group stages. So it's been a hectic schedule, and then you've got obviously 6 group games plus Conti Cup coming in, league games coming in, then COVID hits the team, somebody drops out, injuries coming. So it's been difficult, and I think we've been lucky enough that we've had quite a lot of depth, but it's kind of been one game we've had a full team, the next game we haven't. Like, it's been so like inconsistent, and that's probably been hard for a lot of teams. But we've never got again, not just for me individually, but as a team, you need consistency, and we haven't been able to get that in a while, so that's been difficult. But we've coped with it pretty well considering. And obviously we've got Wolfsburg in the quarterfinals. That's just been announced that we're going to play that at the Wolfsburg Men's Stadium. So hopefully it'll be a cool game to play in.
Very cool.
Yeah, we'll see how we get on in that one.
Yeah, it's a great stadium. I might be a little biased though, having played in Wolfsburg, but
yeah, probably.
But Ella, you guys, it must be part of United's aspirations to get into the Women's Champions League. So what would it be like to qualify for the first time? Because this year it's the top 3 teams that are going, isn't it?
Well, yeah, obviously we wanted to do that last year, and we were just 1 point off qualifying.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, I know. Got it.
Behind Arsenal.
Yeah, behind Arsenal, yeah. So I think that's massive, and it's something that the club aims towards, and obviously the players as well that we have. Obviously, you want to compete at the highest level, and Champions League is an unbelievable thing to be a part of, and that's something that we've always wanted as a club. But you've got to take each game as it comes in the league, and you can't look too far ahead because anyone can take points off anyone. Like we said, the league's so tight at the minute, so you've got to take each game as it comes, and hopefully by the end of it we will be in the top 3 and hoping to get Champions League. But for now it's about taking each game as it comes. But yeah, the team really want that, and that's what we've set ourselves right from the start of the season.
Nice. And have you guys, because DAZN is now showing all of the UEFA Women's Champions League globally, and Atta Football, you can also watch it on the Atta Football platforms because of the partnership they have with DAZN. Have you guys been watching more of the Champions League than you ever have been before because of that?
Yeah, my mum and dad have it on every time there's a game on. We just love watching football, and yeah, obviously we watched the Arsenal-Barcelona one and Chelsea-Wolfsburg and all those games, and just because we want to be a part of that, we want to be playing Champions League football. I do. So yeah, it's great that they're being shown on telly and that everyone can watch it. And obviously you want Arsenal's and the Chelsea's to do well in that because they're representing English clubs. So yeah, it's been great to be able to watch.
And Beth, have you as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to access. I think the women's game in the past, you've been looking for links far and wide and can't get anything. Like, it's so difficult to get Champions League games, and that shouldn't be a thing. So, DAZN and yourselves Atta Football, like, it's been amazing that you have been able to provide them platforms for people to actually watch European football, watch the best teams in each country play against each other. Obviously we had Barcelona, so they
Yeah.
schooled us. They were just a different, honestly, different gravy. But it was humbling when we played them. Obviously we were playing really well at the time, and then we played them, and they were just honestly like on a different level. And they're the levels you want to aspire like and to be like. It's like Man United want to be us. We want to be like Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? So it's nice to be able to be one, play against them types of teams, and two, watch them easy in other games as well.
Yeah. And yeah, we did watch. I was with Benfica watching or running that match, so I wasn't at the game. Otherwise, I would have gone to Arsenal. But yeah, that was a hard game. But it was also, there were a lot of fans there. It was amazing. And
Yeah,
Camp
no.
Nou is now sold out. For the Real Madrid game, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's insane that they've sold Camp Nou out and so quickly. Like,
Yeah.
it's what you want to see, but it's incredible. You'd love to be at that game. I bet the atmosphere would be insane.
Yeah. What about Chelsea bouncing out?
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyone?
obviously we want English team, like Ella said earlier, you want English teams to do well because it's better for the league, and we're pushing for this to be the best league in the world, so we want them teams to be competing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're also rivals, so it's probably why me and Ella can comment as quickly. But no, obviously we want English teams to do well. So it was a shame to see them get put out, and the way that they got put out as well was not ideal.
Yeah. Ella, who were you cheering for more though? Manchester United, Arsenal or Chelsea?
Oh, that's a tough one, that. Arsenal.
Well in.
There.
Just say it's because we play in red and United play in red.
Yeah, that's why, yeah.
Oh, right. Keep the color montage the same. Yeah. Who's going to win the Champions League this year?
I'd love to say Arsenal, and I want to win it, but Barcelona are just different level.
Yeah, I would say Barcelona. Like, watching them is just unbelievable. Like, we know how good Arsenal are as a team, and we've played against them and they've beat us. And then to watch Barcelona then go on and beat Arsenal like that I was like, wow, they have some unbelievable players, and the way they move the ball and stuff is just so nice to watch. So yeah, I think they might win it this year.
Yeah, we had Vicky Losada on, who obviously plays at Man City now, talking about Barcelona and the style they play and all of it. It was really, really interesting hearing about it. And they definitely have a system, don't they? What about Juventus? Obviously they took the place that everybody thought Chelsea was, but we've got now Bayern Munich from Germany, PSG Lyon from France, the two Spanish teams we mentioned, Wolfsburg from Germany, Arsenal representing England, and now Juventus from Italy. It's great to see the spread, isn't it?
I like Juve as a team, like just as a club in general. Obviously, our old manager Joe is in charge of them now.
Yeah.
So I'm not. He was a very good manager. He had teams organised, and he got the best out of players, and I think that's what he's doing at Juve right now. So I think I watched a few of their games versus Wolfsburg and Chelsea, and they stood on their own 2 feet in them games, and probably could have won them as well. And defended so well away to Chelsea to put themselves in the best position to qualify, which they did. So no, I'm excited to see what they're about in the next few games.
And now moving on to another fun topic of the Women's Euros hosted here in England. How fun, your guys' home country. How exciting is that? Are you guys stoked?
Yeah, really exciting. It's going to be massive for the women's football in England. And yeah, it's going to be exciting to hopefully be a part of, to have stadiums full and to play in big stadiums and host the Euros is something you always want to be a part of. And yeah, it's going to be massive for the women's game, and hopefully we'll get packed out stadiums.
Yeah, and we started off with the head-to-head. I made you guys answer some very awkward questions, so thank you for playing with me. But now on the Lionesses, you obviously play together, and you both, this is incredible. So you both have scored hat tricks fairly recently as well for the qualifiers, the World Cup qualifiers, only like a few days apart from each other. Was that on purpose? Is that like the hoodie thing or what?
I mean, Toone took a hat-trick amazingly. I mean, the conditions were not ideal in away to Latvia when we played that game. It was freezing cold, windy, wet. Not the greatest pitch in the world, and yeah, Toone made a hat-trick look easy. So,
and then Beth made hers look even easier by coming on as a sub and scoring 3. And yeah, it was just amazing to be a part of for Beth. And obviously she got the fastest hat-trick and all that, and it was just, I'm really proud of her, and just a special occasion as well. And then obviously I wanted to go and do it. So
because it was pretty special. It was in Wembley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sick. Nice.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was honestly an insane night. I honestly don't know what happened. I couldn't even tell you.
Everything just fell so nicely for you, Beth.
Literally,
when
it
does
did.
that ever happen?
When? Normally it bounces off your shin. Yeah, honestly, every time it dropped to me, it just either felt great or I don't know. It was just so weird. But honestly, it felt surreal. Like it felt so surreal, and obviously at Wembley, and there was a pretty cool crowd there as well, and atmosphere. So yeah, no, it was nice. It was nice. It was a nice night.
It was nice. It was nice. You don't know
really
how it
nice.
happened. It went off your shins.
So
I think you guys are a bit humble right now, a bit too modest for my half American taste. But that's all right. I think you can be modest. But Beth, you debuted for England in 2018. You've played 32 games and you've scored in half of them. 16 goals. You have like literally a 50% goal ratio. And Ella, you started only in last year in February, literally almost a year to the day, not even a year. And you've only played 8 games and you've scored 6 goals. Don't tell me about things coming off your shins, you two.
Honestly, Toonie's ratio is better than mine. I'll take that ratio.
Hopefully we can keep it up.
We've just got to do it in the big games now. So hopefully we both get picked for Feb, and we've got to do that against the likes of Germany, Canada, and Spain. So
that's right.
That's now the difference in the consistency that I was saying earlier. Like, we want to put our best performances in against them types of teams when actually things are a lot harder in games and you're still producing good football.
So we've got a few fan questions, if you guys don't mind. We put it out there, obviously, that you guys were going to be on the platform, and the Atta fans were very excited. So I'm going to throw these at you. Who are the hardest defenders to play against?
There's so many.
Football's hard.
My hardest player to play against is Kim Little. I think she's unbelievable. Beth probably plays with her and says the same in training, but like the way she uses her body, she's just a great player and someone who I look up to and want to aspire to be like and take little things from her game into my game. But yeah, I think she's an unbelievable player.
Nice. Beth?
Yeah, Kimmy is insane, to be fair. She does it day in, day out in training, and you just see it every day on a match day. And she's probably the most ultimate professional you'll ever meet in the game. Like, she's just everything literally to a T, and she's done that consistently throughout her career. Like, so yeah, I mean, I would agree. If playing wise with Kim, I think I've had some good matchups with Lucy Bronze over the years, being a winger, and she's just a hard fullback to play against because as a winger you think, oh, I've got maybe a little bit of pace to get past them here, and then next thing you know, she's there again. I'm like, geez, but no, Bronzy's pretty powerful and tough player to play against and get past.
Yeah. What is your most embarrassing on-field moment? I have so many. It's hard, right?
See, I don't have too many. My worst one's probably missing like a sitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I remember. Yeah, I don't have many, but I remember when I was at City and I was younger, I came on. I think it was probably my first time coming on in the WSL, and I just was running and then just fell and just didn't use my arms. It was just on the floor, and it was so embarrassing. And I just remember Kira Walsh absolutely crying, laughing at me, and I was just like, "Oh, this just sums it up."
How old were you then, too?
I'd have been about 17, 18.
Oh,
something like that. Yeah.
Young enough to actually be embarrassed about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
Oh. Oh. What about you, Beth? Anything else? Any embarrassing ones?
I don't really have no, and I'm not a person who gets embarrassed too easily.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm one of them. I'm like, people try and embarrass me. I'm really good at doing that to people, but people doing that to me.
What's like the most embarrassing thing you've done to someone else?
I mean, on the daily, I normally wind Kim Little up, who's not like. I'm really good at embarrassing her and making her red, but maybe I'll keep it PG for today for this.
Good. When I went to Sweden, they had like really short shorts when I was playing, and I put them on backwards because I was like, these are tiny. I was so like annoyed that they were so short that I didn't even really look where the back or the front was, and they had like all of the, you know how they have all of the sponsors like everywhere on the shorts. So I wore like the shorts backwards the whole first game. Yeah, it's great. That's what I'm known for in Sweden.
Great pictures.
Yeah, exactly. All right. This is a nice one. How did you guys become a nightmare to every defender facing you? Basically, how did you get so good?
Did we?
Yeah, have we really? I mean, people are probably sick of me saying it, but obviously mine is probably like the frustration of not being picked for the Olympics and kind of wanting to come back and prove people wrong, and that don't give a attitude, like just go and do me and don't overthink anything. And I think when I am well, thanks, honey. But yeah, no, honestly, I've just tried not to overthink things and just do me. And I think I play my best football when I just do things instead of thinking about it.
So easy to say, so hard to do, isn't it?
Honestly,
well done, yeah.
Sorry. Last season I said it to myself every game, but didn't do it, or as effective as I have this year. So I literally spoke to one of the Arsenal girls the other day, and she was like, "I never really understood." One more time. So needy, it's ridiculous. She said when you said last season, like you struggled to get going, but you didn't. I was always playing, so she could never understand why. She's like, I'm kind of having them moments this season. I can't get myself out of that rut, but it's so hard. Like you can easily say to yourself, today just play well, do this, do that right, but it's so easier said than done. And I 100% believe that it's mindset, and you can control it, but it's a hard thing to control at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me this season, that's probably why it's been a lot better for me.
How did you do it? How did you change it? What, like, was it just you were pissed off that you didn't get picked? You were just annoyed that you didn't get picked? Or did you work with someone? Did you have a psychologist? Or
I actually didn't. I think I was frustrated. I asked the questions by the managers that I didn't get picked by. Probably not all the answers that I expected to hear, or actually didn't get the closure in terms of what I needed. But I actually had the time to physically and mentally switch off during the Olympics, and just refresh myself. Came back into pre-season, worked hard in the off season, and yeah, maybe that time to switch off was what I needed. Even though I didn't know that at the time. So.
Yeah. Well, that's super interesting. It does feel like things just keep going and going and going these days, don't they, in women's football?
Just all merges into one.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly.
Yeah. Ella, what about you? How did you become such a nightmare to every defender?
Yeah, I think it's the same as Beth. I think it's about mindset, and I think for me it was about believing in myself a bit more, and having the coaches around me who believed in me as well. So obviously Mark coming in, and then the assistant manager as well has really helped me, and he's helped me believe in myself. And I think I play my best football when I'm enjoying it, and I think that was the main thing, just to go out there and enjoy it. And yeah, like Beth said, it's all about mindset in football and being confident. And yeah, when you're playing with confidence, that's when you play your best football. So I think that's probably why I've really stepped up this season, and I've added more goals and assists. So yeah, mindset is a big thing in football.
Yeah. Nice one. It's good to see you guys, you know, even as like young players understanding the significance of it. It's amazing. It's really good. Look, I think we could sit here for another hour or two, but Rona clearly needs some more attention. And you guys have other things to do. So I'll just sign off and say thank you guys so much. Thank you so much from the ATA community. They're so stoked to have you guys on today. Thank you for answering all their questions, and all the best for the match this weekend. We will all be watching.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Then, Toone.